This is the Saturday Morning TVLog from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Welcome to another Saturday Morning TVLog, and this time around it's Rubik the Amazing Cube, brought to us by Ruby Spears. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Duel, the Big D to you. This is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So this week's Saturday Morning TV Log is probably one of, if not the most underrated and sort of forgotten tunes of the 80s, Rubik the Amazing Cube, an animated series based on Ernest Rubik's puzzle of that particular name, Rubik's Cube. Originally produced by Ruby Spears, and aired as part of the Pac-Man Rubik Hour block on ABC in 1983. This, of course, was one of Ruby Spears' busiest years because they had shows on all three big channels, of course. So anyway, the show ran for a whole year. The program features a magic Rubik's Cube named Rubik who can fly through the air and has other special powers. Rubik can only come alive when he is in a solved state. But if he isn't, well, he loses his powers. Let's get into our story. Rubik falls out of a stagecoach of an evil magician who later becomes the main villain of the series, who we don't get to see a whole lot of. But anyway, Rubik helps three siblings who are Mexican: Carlos, Lisa, and Reynaldo Rodriguez, in foiling the magician's attempts to recover him. Once Rubik was recovered by a detective who was a relative of the magician, but then decides the children should keep Rubik, fearing that the magician would use him for evil and selfish purposes. Outside of the evil magician, episodes usually deal with more normal adversaries, such as when Reynaldo runs afoul of a bully who thwarts his efforts to gain a potential girlfriend, which that's in the episode Saturday Night Rubik, which you can find the full episode on YouTube. Let's see, while at the same time the bully makes himself appear decent to the girl. Rubik works in secret to expose the bully's true brutal personality in front of the girl. Again, you'll see what I mean when you find it. You can find the full episode on YouTube, as I've already mentioned. Which Saturday Night Rubik is the episode. That's episode number 11. Let's see here. For dramatic purposes, Rubik often gets easily fully scrambled, such as by being dropped or grabbed by the family dog, and sometimes scrambles himself, and usually solved quickly by the Rodriguez children, although in stressful circumstances it takes them longer. When scrambled, Rubik can only be heard making low-key gibberish and can sometimes be heard saying help. Let me see here. Okay. Now, to keep the Hispanic flavor of the show, the theme song was sung by the Puerto Rican boy band known as Menudo. Featured in the song were Johnny Lazoda, Ricky Melendez, Charlie Masso, Ray Rice, and Roy Rossello, the original members. P.S. No, Ricky Martin was not in the group until the next year. And of course, they'd also I believe they would have their own show as well on ABC as well, if I'm not mistaken. Let me have one last glance here. Well, it would be tough to know, but yeah, they had their own show on. Yeah, here it is. Yes, because Yes, because Menudo's own show came on ABC the same year. That's why I thought. I wasn't 100% sure. I had to check my sources. Anyway, after a total of 13 episodes were produced and aired, the show, well, finished in December of '83 but continued in reruns until September of the following year. But anyway, well, over a half a year later, the show was brought back for reruns in May of the following year in '85, replacing the studio's Dragon's Lair tune, which they dropped, and they continued in reruns until August of '85, the Rubik series alone. Now, again, aside from the episode I mentioned, Saturday Night Rubik, you can find some other full episodes as well. The only other episodes I can find on there are Rubik and the Buried Treasure, which was episode 3, Rubik and the Pooch Nappers, which was episode number 6, and let's see, Superpower Lisa, which was number 12, and well, this was actually original title Meet Rubik, but it's just simply self-titled Rubik the Amazing Cube, the very first episode, and episode 10, Rubik's First Christmas, are all currently available on YouTube. So there is a way you can watch Rubik the Amazing Cube if you've never seen it. Anyway, now for our voice acting cast, the title character is voiced by Ron Palillo, who you know best as a certain Arnold Horshack from Welcome Back Kotter, which was a recent hit for ABC back in the 70s. Now, of course, he more recently voiced another particular character, another animated character, if I can remember correctly. Yes, he had recently voiced Sergeant Squealy in Hanna-Barbera's Laverne and Shirley cartoon, which happened to have ended, have been removed from the network that same year, as a matter of fact. So this was actually his second animated series he took part of. Voicing Reynaldo is Michael Bell, who most people know best as as Zan, half of the Spacey Wonder Twins from Super Friends, who would be back on the network the next year in Super Friends, the legendary Superpower show. He had also lent voice acting to lots of other tunes as well, so may I mention. Then there's Michael Saucedo as Carlos, and Jennifer Fajardo as Lisa. There's also other voice actors, including Angela Moya, Jack DeLeon, Ellen Dinehart, let's see, Bob Holt, Tress McNeil, Neil Ross, John Stevenson, Janet Waldo, and Alan Young. Now, when you watch the show, you won't even notice that's Palillo doing Rubik. Now, according to Palillo, may he rest in peace, he told TV Guide in the year it came out, for the role he spoke very slowly, and then technicians sped up the tapes and raised the pitch. Now, Palillo said Rubik's giggle was very different from the trademark laugh of his Horshack character, and that it was pretty for an inanimate object. Yes. So anyway, I think Rubik the Amazing Cube, it's not too bad. I mean, it's not one of the best cartoons, but it does have a pretty good feel to it. I think you might want to give it a try if you've never seen the show before. Maybe give it a try. You might like it or you may not. You be the judge. Let me go ahead and let you have a glance at some of the characters. Okay, here's what looks to be an actual promotional picture for the show. There's Rubik right there, plus 3 kids. The tall one is Ronaldo, but the one holding Rubik is Carlos, and there's Lisa right there. And there you see our family dog, but I forgot its name though, so I do apologize for that, but now you see what the main cast of characters look like. Well then, now, again, try and watch it, and as long as you are, well, can handle the, well, you know, what you could expect and what have you. You can hear a few Spanish words as well, because It had been a long time since I saw this. I actually do recall seeing this as a kid after watching a few episodes, including the ones I just watched on YouTube. Not all of them. I watched most of them anyway. So it seems I recalled watching that. I believe I watched that when it was rerun, but I can't really jump to any conclusions or something like that. Sorry. But anywho, Rubik the Amazing Cube, I feel like this is very underrated, but I think it's very, very good. I like the theme song by Menudo. It's really good. And of course, the instrumental version you hear at the end credits is good too. So, anyway, I think Rubik the Amazing Cube is just so underrated. Don't mean to sound like a broken record, but you'll know what is when you check it out. So, anyway, what did you think of Rubik the Amazing Cube? Have you ever watched this show before? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And stay tuned, we'll have another video come up soon. I won't tell you what it is, just be prepared for it. So if you like this, check out these other Saturday Morning TVLogs for some other tunes that came out the same year, done by the same studio. In the upper left-hand corner is Saturday Morning TVLog I did for Alvin and the Chipmunks, which premiered on NBC, along with the Mr. T cartoon. In the upper right-hand corner is the Saturday Morning TVLog for Saturday Supercade, which premiered on CBS the same year this came out in 1983. Or if you'd like a later Ruby Spears tune, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see the Saturday Morning TVLog I did for the Punky Brewster cartoon, which came out in 1985. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., as well as the Saturday Morning TVLog, then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching, and next week's Saturday Morning TVLog is Yo Yogi. So until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.